On behalf of the Richmond Community College Board of Trustees, I would like to thank each of you for being here this afternoon to help celebrate the renovation, expansion, opening, and now the utilization of this fine new facility. Mr. Fort would be very proud of the little building on the hill that has grown up to be now what you see, a state-of-the-art educational facility. And thank each of you for being here, and now I'll ask you all to come forward.
Thank you, Claudia. And good afternoon. We're thankful for a bright, sunshiny day today. And I remember it was some 14 months ago, short months ago, it seemed like, that we stood here and gathered to break ground for this project. And today we dedicate the finished building to all the people who work together to make this a reality. I'm very glad to have served with Mr. Dad Usry as co-chair of the steering committee that guided this project. Looking at the partnerships that we've built and strengthened proves that we can do and accomplish with teamwork and a common goal. From this point forward, current and future students and companies will benefit from the skills taught by faculty with modern equipment and a faculty that we can all be proud to be a part of. Let me say thank you to all who helped make this happen as we prepare for a bright future for our community's college. And we thank you for each of you being here and for each of your participation in this project over the period of time that we were building the efforts to see what we're going to see today. And I'm just happy to have been a part of it, and I'm delighted that we have a good turnout here today. And so thank you, and I know that you're going to enjoy touring this building today. Thank you.
And it's certainly been a pleasure serving Mr. Kennedy as co-chair. He's a mover and a shaker and a receiver. And I tell you, it's been a pleasure dealing with it, but especially because this is something that I have longed to see at Richmond Community College. And that's a modern technical facility that can train skilled workers that as we bring in industry, we'll have a place for the 21st century to train them. This is a first-class facility. I'd like to thank all the others, Dale, Mr. Barbie, Olivia, all the foundation, all the givers, whether you be a friend or whether you be a sponsor or whatever. Thank you, because you're the ones that's made this possible. Because this was built on grants and donations. So thank you again, and life means so much to me, as I've been a recipient of skilled labor that was turned down, not since it's been RCC, but while it was RTI, Richmond Technical Institute. I hired men back in the early 70s that went through technical training with a 2-year course, and when I got those folks in my business, they were ready to go to work. And of course, look how work has changed since then. I really believe with all my heart, manufacturing is coming back to the United States. It's not going to be the same, but it's going to be manufacturing, and we're going to be dealing with modern machinery. We're going to be dealing with computer-aided machinery. But it's still going to take human beings to run this. And I'm just so pleased to see this modern technical training facility right here. I've been in a few of the rooms. It's astounding to see it. But you can talk about efficiency. I ran a business for 42 years. I tried my best to get that business above 50% efficiency. We would figure work, and we would try our best to make it come out ahead. But by the time you took every minute and applied it to producing something, you just couldn't get over the 50%. You say, well, that sounds ridiculous. You must have had a sorry crowd. I had a good crowd. But you just stop and say, every minute it's not contributed to actually manufacturing something, that's inefficiency. Well, now you can program these machines and you take out all the inefficiencies. I know you've watched robots work. And this is why it's so important that we have and be able to train skilled workers here in Richmond County on this. And I just commend each and every one of you for any part that you played in this. If it wasn't nothing but a prayer, thank God for that. Because we do have a facility today here in this area that can train people for the 21st century. We will get manufacturing back. It's going to be different from what it was before. You may make the same part, but you're going to make it different. And you're going to have the same type of metals in one sense, but it's going to be lighter. I've seen metals change drastically in the 40 years I was in the structural steel business. I've seen it go from where it took 5 pounds of metal to do a job to where it only took 2 pounds of metal to do it. Now that's modern changes. But when you change that metal, you also got to change other analysis that mix with that metal. And so this is why it's so important to have these technical facilities. And today is a great day in my life, and thank God that this is happening. And I can rejoice because I know in the future we're going to be able to train skilled workers to meet those needs for those companies we're going to bring in. Thank you.
Thank you, Thad, and thank you, GR. We certainly appreciate y'all for co-chairing the foundation. We want to thank the board of trustees of the college, all the faculty, and also the 2 co-chairs. Thank y'all very much. Probably the most asked question of me, almost on a day-to-day basis, and I'm sure each and every one of you are asked the same question. How does rural counties like Richmond and Scotland County and other rural counties, how do they survive? How does Richmond County and Scotland County attract, retrain, and retain industry? How do we improve the quality of our life and in the communities that we live? And how can we do better? The people in this building here, they get it. It's education. It goes beyond just everyday education, whether it's a 2-year degree or 4-year degree. The facility we have here today is through the very specific skill set training that industries will be needing in the 21st century. We have to have a very good trained workforce, and that's what we have to have here to attract any sort of industry. And it goes beyond just bringing industries in here, bringing jobs in here, of bringing in other, I know you ask these questions a lot, why don't we have this kind of restaurant, why don't we have this kind of movie theater? That's why we're here today. And through a trained workforce, we're able to accomplish these things. I will say if we don't have a well-educated, trained workforce, we'd never be able to attain it. But programs like the electric utility substation technology, computer integrated machine technology, along with many other programs which you'll see out here today, whether it's mechanical engineering, HVAC, welding program, there's a need for all these jobs. These programs wouldn't be possible without this facility that you see here today. Most importantly, the help of the people in this room has made it possible. As Thad had mentioned before, with the generosity through your purses, through your pocketbook, they open them up and they donate it. So many of the industries here, we're talking about teamwork. We want to thank the RCC Foundation, Richmond County government, the state government, federal government, North Carolina Gold Leaf Foundation, that you'll hear Mr. Dan Gerlach speak here in just a few moments. Also the Department of Commerce. But as you came in the front building, I think one thing is really most important. If you see the plaque on the wall, if you see all the local industries that believe in Richmond County and Scotland County and this facility, you can see their donations and their generosity. We certainly appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you very much.
EDA's mission is to lead the federal economic development agenda by promoting innovation and competitiveness, preparing American regions for growth and success in a global economy. EDA strives to make catalytic investments to help accelerate the sustainable creation of high-quality jobs and economic growth by facilitating the implementation of regionally owned strategies. EDA is excited about its partnership with Richmond Community College, the Board of Trustees of Richmond Community College, Richmond County Government, and the Golden Leaf Foundation for the expansion and renovation of the Fort Building into a state-of-the-art training center to provide skilled workers to meet the needs of industry in the region. The investment exemplifies EDA's priorities for innovation and regional collaboration, as well as strengthening of communities who are working to become more competitive in the global economy. So congratulations to all of you on its successful completion of this beautiful facility. Thank
you. Good afternoon. My name is Dan Gerlich. I serve as president of the Golden Leaf Foundation, located about 181.05 miles from the Fort Building here in Richmond County. The reason why we're here is because we wake up every morning thinking about the question that Commissioner Robinette just posed. How does rural North Carolina not only survive, but how does it prosper and thrive? And our answer is to put back the money that was entrusted us through the Master Settlement Agreement between cigarette manufacturers and the various state governments. And through the leadership of people like Senator G. McLaurin, who's here, and Representative Ken Goodman, who's here, who talk every day in Raleigh when they're there about jobs and the importance of it, communities like this one, we're able to put back some of our resources here. And we do it by making smart, targeted investments. And how do we do that? Well, simply we trust people in rural communities to tell us what's important to them. And so during our community assistance initiative process, when we spent many meetings here on this very campus, one of the three priorities that people in this community put forward to us in this county was to invest in this facility. And so we are proud to be partners of this, and our board of directors awarded, after direction of many of you who sit here before me today, a $500,000 grant towards this facility itself. But we knew that was not sufficient. As we talked to business leaders like Mr. Usry and others all around the state, we learned that there are issues where there are jobs available, but vacancies because people cannot build them. And so we created an Essential Skills and Advanced Manufacturing program. Now, though that's not the reason today, in December, I would like to announce that in December, our board invested $474,000 more dollars in this facility and equipment that you won't see here today, but you will see if you come back soon, so that we can get everything worked out. And so bringing our total investment in the facility to about $1 million. But wait, there's more. Because we trust the people of Richmond County so much, and because we know it is our duty to serve areas like this that have the greatest, that within the next year we will be bringing back our community-based initiative and offering Commissioner Robinette, you and others in this region, the chance to compete for millions of dollars worth of our grants in this region to help move the needle, both in human infrastructure and physical infrastructure. You've done a great job with our money. We love to point to Richmond County's success. We want to help give my good friend Marty Butler there, your economic developer, all the tools she can to help to get the jobs to expand here and to relocate here. We're grateful to be partners of this. I wondered, I have direction from Dr. McInnes on this. If you'd like to go forward, come forward, and Commissioner Robinette, maybe whoever wants to get a picture, get the picture made. Come on out. This is just so we can take a picture of this. I'm joined today by my colleagues, Mark Sorrells, the Senior Vice President of the Foundation, my colleague with the camera, Jenny Kinklepot, who will not going to be right with her, she doesn't, unless she gets a picture. So, get on. So, okay, I'm going to get in the middle. We'll just get. Okay. I'm sorry for this, but it's how we go. Yeah, next time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dan, and to the Golden Leaf Foundation for the contributions that you all have made to RCC. On behalf of the RCC Foundation Board of Directors, I want to thank everyone who has invested in this project. The foundation exists to ensure that this college can constantly grow stronger and better. Our funds go toward enabling a faster and more efficient response to a variety of pressing financial needs. The renovation and expansion of the Fort Building is another remarkable milestone on our journey to provide an outstanding college experience at the local level. I encourage each of you to continue what we have started here. Give to annual campaigns and support fundraising projects and events. Establish a scholarship that could help a deserving student stay in class in this beautiful new facility. Spread the news of new academic programs to someone you know who might be able to take advantage of this. Take a friend to see a show or an event at the Cole Auditorium. Stay engaged, stay focused, and continue to learn about ways you can help build the community college. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Steve Ulrich. I'm the General Manager of Prischak Hamlet Manufacturing Division. I have the honor and privilege of trying to fill some very big shoes today of Mr. Joseph J. Prischak, who can't be here. Many of you have heard the story about Joe and Prischak, but it bears repeating. Joe, as early in his career, was a tool die maker. He was the best tool die maker in the shop as far as he was concerned. He approached the owner and asked for a 25-cent raise. The owner said no, and give him the whole 25 cents. So Joe quits the company, starts his own company, and with entrepreneurship and a zeal to please the customer, and a great family, has grown Prischak into 5 worldwide plants and 2 tooling divisions. Prischak has made a major investment in our plant, Hamlet Manufacturing Division. We employ over 300 people and brought commerce to the area. Many of the people in this room, the businessmen and RCC, have done a great job supporting us, and we thank you. Prischak believes in its people, and he takes care of its people. It's got a world-class wellness program. Besides workout equipment, employees enjoy the capability to visit with doctors on site, whether they're part of our insurance program or not, and they can bring family members on site as well. Prischak believes in growing its people. Many of the people here that are visiting with me have been with the company over 20 years, started at entry-level positions, and now are running major departments. Some of us travel worldwide to visit our customers, and they have high-level responsibilities. Prischak has contributed to their education. In that same vein, Joseph Prischak has donated generously to both RCC and by extension to the community in the renovation and expansion of the Johnny Fort Building, home of the Joseph J. Prischak Center for Engineering and Technology. On behalf of Joe and the family, they're very excited into making this investment into the community again in RCC with the excitement of years to come of prosperity that comes with higher level education. Thank you.
Today is a day that we've been looking forward to a very long time. We actually were able to take access and opportunity to move into this building back before Christmas. And the faculty and the staff, in a very short period of time, transformed the empty shell into the complete and operational building you see before you. That's the same kind of teamwork that it took to make this project a reality. If you look at the dates on these 2 renderings, you'll see it's November 2008. Over 5 years, we've worked on making this transform from a dream to reality. And I look around this room today, and as I was listening to the remarks from all the people that are part of this team, that represent the different elements that made this happen, I was reflecting back on those 5 years and the different steps, the different conversations and actions that took place. Steve, thank you for your comments and being here. I'm sorry Joe couldn't be here. And we're videotaping this, and he's the first one we're going to send a copy to. Kenneth, I remember when we made the trip to Erie, and he signed on board and led the way, making the lead donation, because he believed in the vision that we were describing, and we shared, as we went up there, showed our commitment, not just for the college, but for the whole county, for his company. And it's that same kind of teamwork and collaboration that you see demonstrated here today. It starts with our board of trustees, who I'm proud to work for, and proud to work for our chairman, Ms. Robinette, that runs all the way through the faculty and the staff. And I am honored to work with them every single day, and that's what makes this building a difference. Without them, this would just be an empty shell. But they make it real for our students. So I want to thank the board for your support. Robin, without your guidance, without your support, through the maze of federal bureaucracy, this would have been a real challenge. But you encouraged us and helped us, and a great example of how the federal government can be your friend and an ally. Dan and Mark Sorrells. Mark commented many times, worked with us on the grant you see right here, encouraged and supported our application and guided us through that process. Dan, thank you for what Golden Leaf does, both getting this project started and now making it move to the next level. Patrick and Foundation, Olivia Webb in the back, our executive director. And I see many Foundation members and Foundation directors out here. The things you do every single day to represent the college, and the fact that you're here today on a beautiful, for a change, sunny afternoon, means a great deal to us. And I think it's the start of more things that we can do building on this success. Our foundation is an integral, key part of what we do. We couldn't function without you. Amir Nixon, where's Amir at? Amir and his team worked all during Christmas to help set this up so we'd be ready for classes the first week of January. And it's really made a difference. So thank you for what you've done. LS3P designed this facility. Where's our architect, Mr. Boney, Charles Boney, and his team did a fantastic job working with us. And if you will look at that drawing, the before and the after, I think you can see the difference, but I think you can also see the vision that we identified as 5.5 years ago we stood true to. And that's exactly what it looks like today. We had a great contractor in Metcon. They did a terrific job working with us. And Brent Barbie was an asset in leading and managing this project for the college. And I appreciate that. One person I want to mention that's not here today, and Claudia, thank you for touching on Mr. John Ford. Special place in my heart because he actually taught me in school. I was in his ninth grade. I took my ninth grade ag class with him. Representing the Ford family today is Mr. Ken Ford, his son. And I want to know that Mr. Ford, I hope, will be proud of what we've done today, and I want to thank you for being here. Kenneth said it very well. We're in the business of making business happen and getting people ready for business. And I think this facility, with great faculty working in it, with great equipment, is going to produce great employees, ready to go to work in 21st century jobs. And I'm very excited about that, and I'm looking forward to the next step, the next challenge this college can help make happen to improve the economic life of every citizen in Richmond and Scotland County. This is a tool for everyone to use. We need to challenge our students and our children to take advantage of these programs, to take advantage of the great careers that are offered in this facility and in the annex attached to it that houses our substudy program. That's the next challenge and opportunity. Because without the students in here, it's just an empty building. thank you for being here. We have tours arranged, and it's very informal, but this is your building. You helped make it happen, and I want you to take advantage of seeing what we're doing, especially the 3D printer, which is really cool. They're making some cool stuff. We've got a working injection molding machine that Plastech donated that is now up and running, Steve, and it's making stuff.
Good.
And that's what this is all about, making stuff. So thank you again for your support, and we look forward to the next opportunity to celebrate the accomplishments of our students and our faculty. Thanks very much. Have a great day.